Hey, Thursday Thunder special Friday edition. Oh my goodness. And the Repossible podcast. I'm your host, Bradley Charbonneau. I'm here every week, usually on Thursdays though, but today is Friday because I had surfing lessons yesterday and I didn't get to it. So it's Friday. And the topic for today is to not compare beginner you with experienced pro dude. So today I'm here. I'm in Fuerte. Here, I'll give you a little tour. Fuerteventura. Here, this there's even a windmill. And it's just like Holland. This windmill. There. I'm in Fuerteventura in the Canary Islands, which are part of Spain, off the coast of Morocco. And I'm here to learn kite surfing. We're doing a week-long camp. There is one condition that we are not needing. Kite surfing needs wind, and we don't have enough of that this week, so we haven't been doing much of any kite surfing. But then there are related activities. And so today we were doing wakeboarding, which is basically water skiing. You're off the back of a boat, and we're in choppy ocean, by the way. I've water skied a bit, and not great, but uh, I mean, you're in a lake or a river or something flat, flat, like easier. But this was choppy ocean, which was making it tough as well. And then, so it's like single board water skiing, but it's this big giant board. And what you're supposed to do is there's all this pressure, and so the boat's going to pull, and you're supposed to be like a tugboat for a second, because you're pushing, and then in that motion you're going to push, and then you're going to turn, and at the same time stand up, and then magically be standing up and skiing behind this boat in the ocean. Yeah, so it didn't really turn out that well. And then, so there are four of us, and none of us stood up in the first round. And then Max, one of the instructors, he he's. I even asked him. I said, "Hey, could you do this, please, and show us how it's done, and we could watch and learn and see that this is actually possible, and it's not like the board and the rope is broken." And he did, and he just hops in the water and does his thing really quickly, and he pops on up, and he's magically surfing along and making it look easy, right? So he's doing his thing, and he just, well, yeah, he made it look easy. And so on the one hand, that's encouraging because you think, okay, he is a human body, I have a human body, I should be able to mechanically do this, right? So the first guy who did, my friend, he actually got up on a second or third try in the second round, and he got up. It's great. So that we were hopeful. Although that was the end of the success of the day, because then the three rest of us bombed. I I was better the second round than I was in the first. I managed to at least not just play total barge, pushing water forward in not a fun fashion. And then what would happen is the pressure of the boat going forward, the tension in the wire or the rope, and then me pushing a barge forward. I'm basically trying to push the ocean. That's a good idea. That's going to work. Hey, Bradley, why don't you get in there and try to push the ocean straight forward ahead of you? Yeah, that's fun. And so the weakest link in the chain is what's going to break. And for me, that was here. See, I even have like war wounds. If you can see my finger, I got a bruised finger because I smashed the rope that's holding onto it so tight and with such power. And then when I finally, what was going to break was either my hand, my arm, or my legs, or something was going to break. And the weakest link was my fingers. Wow. And so I think I let it go, and I think it smashed into my other finger, or it smashed it in between that and the board. And I'm bleeding all over the place. Of course, I'm like thinking, oh, great, now I'm attracting the sharks. Yeah, it was fun. It was a fun afternoon, I swear. It was fun. But my challenge is to not then compare first day ever beginner Bradley here. Terrible. I mean, I'm looking like a barge, and he is a speedboat. Or even better, he's a sailboat because he's exerting no energy. He's standing there holding the bar, cruising. And I'm struggling like a whale being pulled sideways, right? Not just a whale. Whales can swim, right? They're good at that. They're big, so they can swim. But what if a whale goes like this and just goes sideways? It's not really a great idea, efficiency-wise, right? Not going to. But that was me. So I cannot compare my beginner self to Mr. I live on this freaking island and I do this on a regular basis and I'm a pro kite surfer. Oh yeah, I'm even a kite surf instructor and I am lowly student. So I can't beat myself up, even though we all do, and I do it too. I can't beat myself up that I, bombed today and was the tugboat sideways whale pushing water in the ocean and majorly bombing. And yet I compare myself to Rockstar. Not good. So that's my message for today. Even though this is Thursday Thunder, and it's a little bit of thunder, right? Just it's such a relief when you turn off the comparisonitis and you don't then compare your beginner self to the other experienced self, but compare my last round with my first round. Was my last round better than my first round? Yes. I was maybe more of an orca than the dead whale. So there you have it. I'm going to go drown myself in my misery in some Indian food on this lovely island here. And tomorrow, I think I'm doing more theory on the beach. So, can you hear me trying not to complain? And I can hear you telling me to shut up with my whining about struggling and failing and whale and all that stuff because I'm here on this beautiful island surfing. And yet, still, we manage to pick out the negative and say, I failed today. How do we do that? So I'm not going to let it sink in, and I hope you don't either. And there we have it for some thunder today, to compare only yourself against yourself of the past. And if you're not improving, another option is to not do this. Another option is to not wakeboard. Believe me, that is high up on the options list. Don't wakeboard anymore. It's not fun. You're not good at it. You're never going to be good at it. Also, you don't even care if you're good at it. It's a means to an end. So if you don't like it, you're not good at it, you don't want to do it, you don't even care about getting better, then just don't do it. There you go. There's my real tip for the day. Hey, I know it's Friday and this is called Thursday Thunder, so there's that. But this is also something. Speaking of not liking to do anything, I like doing this. I like my video address, and I hope you do too. But honestly, I do it for practice. And guess what? Mr. Brave Border Dude, he does it because he likes it. He's good at it. It's easy. And he practices and he gets better all the time. I have wakeboarded now a total of one time, and it was a bomb. And guess what? The second time, it'd probably be better if I ever do it again. Okay, signing off from Fuerteventura in the Canary Islands in España. This is Bradley Charbonneau for the Repossible Podcast and Thursday Thunder.